But one major, I guess you could say major testimony that really did happen was, and you're getting the exclusive, there was a problem going on between us. And it was a very bad problem. And not many people know about it, but for 2.5, 3 years, after, many years of traveling all over the place together, and, not just with wrestling, but with ministry, and God always favoring us, there were some issues that were in John's personal life, an issue in my personal life at that time, that actually caused a real big rift between us. And if we had more time, we could get into details. However, after not talking, because we just couldn't come together, this movie was the movie that actually brought us back together. And what was the main theme in it? Forgiveness. Mm-hmm. And I had to call Johnny up. Actually, I think I wrote you probably first.
Yeah, you did.
And then probably followed it up with a phone call and said, listen, and it was awkward. I gotta say, it was awkward. Can you come to my house and sit for a movie about Ted DiBiase? The directors won't really want you, but they said they can't have this movie without Johnny in it. So from there, we did that Ted DiBiase, This Is Your Life. Then we finally went out to a 5-hour Old Country buffet, and we sort of hashed some things out. But it was because of this movie. It was because he was willing to put things aside for, not for me, for Ted, for God. And the break that we had, if you want to call it that time that we were not working together, God was doing something in both our lives at that time, which ultimately restored our friendship through the price of fame.
Right.
Pretty
right.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, story of forgiveness, and story of just again new levels and moving on. There were some things in our relationship that I was really hurt by and offended by. And so that the fact that Bobby had reached out, again, for the movie, yeah, but I was put in a corner. I was like, how could I be a Christian and say no to this after everything Ted's done for me? But I know Bobby's going to be there, and we're going to talk about this stuff again. It's not the time or place for it, but, we're able to push that tough, by. We did the Ted DiBiase, This Is Your Life now in New Jersey, and then we were able to sit down at the Old Country Buffet and kind of talk everything out and work everything out. And then we're going to church. So
yeah, it just goes to show you that God will put things back together the way it is.
Right.
There's that nursery rhyme. I go back to teaching all the time. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And here's the thing: God put everything back together again. Right. He did it in John's personal life and in my life, and like you just said, here we are today. We're running a church, and occasionally you'll still get in the ring and wrestle, and I'll still manage it.
Very occasionally.
And we do our thing. So, yeah, very occasionally for other reasons. But, this movie about forgiveness actually brought forgiveness between us, and it's going to do it for you as well. So thank you for watching.